Youth Movement for Peace has rewarded President Jammeh's peace-building strides with the 2012 Golden Palm Africa for Peace Award. At least 78 people have been reportedly killed in the Syrian town of Kobane against the backdrop of renewed efforts to end the violence. And German Chancellor Angela Merkel has called for the phased political integration of Eurozone countries to counter Europe's mounting economic problems. You are reminded that you can also follow those stories and other GRTS programs live on our website at www.grts.gm. There you can also monitor GRTS Radio Live. That brings us to the end of this edition of news. Thanks for the pleasure of your company. Enjoy the rest of our programs.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Gambia, the Honorable Secretary General and Head of the Civil Service, Cabinet Ministers here present, Honorable Justice Mama Fatima Singate, and members of the Commission, Sir, we are gathered here today for yet another occasion for the presentation of the report on the Commission of Inquiry into Tax Evasion and Other Corrupt Practices. Your Excellency, if I may, with your kind permission, in as much as may I kindly ask Honorable Justice Singate to give a short speech or summary before the presentation of the report to His Excellency the President. Thank you.
I feel very honored and privileged today on behalf of the Commission members to submit the report of an inquiry on tax evasion and other corrupt practices. The report consists of 3 volumes. Volume 1 represents the report proper. Volume 2 consists of records of proceedings. Volume 3 consists of list of exhibits referred to in the report and the reassessment worksheet of selected taxpayers. It is important to note that the exhibits referred to in this report are contained in 3 metal filing cabinets, which would be handed over to the Honorable Attorney General at a later date. The document attached to Volume 3 of the report is an index and reference to the documents marked as exhibits referred to in this report. Your Excellency, Mr. President, before I proceed further, please allow me, on behalf of Commission members, to express our sincere gratitude for the confidence bestowed upon us to carry out this assignment. We feel humbled and honored to have embarked on this national assignment in the interest of the state and the public as a whole. We thank you, Your Excellency, for your foresight and wisdom in establishing this commission. I shall now proceed on to the formation of this commission. Distinguished Cabinet members, on the 28th day of October 2011, the President of the Republic of the Gambia, in accordance with Section 200 of the 1997 Constitution of the Gambia, established by legal instrument contained in Legal Notice number 27 of 2011, a Commission of Inquiry into Tax Evasion and Other Corrupt Practices for accountants, legal practitioners, engineers, medical practitioners, companies and private persons and institutions required to pay tax to the Gambia Revenue Authority. The commission consisted of the following commissioners who duly took their oath of office before commencing work. Justice Mama Fatima Singate, chairperson of the commission, Mr. John S.L. Gomez, commissioner, Mr. Momodu Sabali, commissioner. He replaced Mrs. Musukeba Kaur. The mandate of the commission. The period under inquiry of this commission in the exercise of its mandate was from 1999 to 2011 December. Section 3 of the legal notice number 27 of 2011 authorized the commission to inter alia inquire into the incidence and dimension of tax evasion and avoidance, ascertain the extent of loss of public revenue resulting from capital gains tax, personal income tax, sales tax, and to determine the role of individuals, groups, and professional bodies in the evasion and avoidance of tax. The scope of the inquiry was very wide and covered all aspects of tax evasion, specifically income, sales, PAYE, and capital gains taxes, issuance of dot checks, and other corrupt practices. The commission was required by law to conclude within 3 months of its first sitting, but could beyond that period if it was in its opinion necessary to do so. The commission exceeded its 3 months mandate and sought and gained approval for a 1-month extension to conclude its inquiry. The commission inquired into the tax obligation of legal practitioners, accountants, medical practitioners, construction companies, GSM companies, hotels, and other types of companies and businesses, all of whom are mandated by law to pay tax. The commission also inquired into and conducted a desk review of randomly selected transaction of sale of land to determine whether capital gains tax was paid on the property disposed of. In a bid to fulfill its mandate on the aspect of issuance of dot checks, the commission also inquired into the level of practice of issuing dot checks, but limited itself, given the magnitude of the scope of this area, to dot checks issued in the payment of taxes and those checks issued to GRA domestic tax. The inquiry led to the subpoena of audit report following an auditing exercise conducted by the National Audit Office on this issue. Logistics. An office space was allocated to the commission housed at the Attorney General's Chambers and Ministry of Justice. The commission was allocated a vehicle, a computer, 7 filing cabinets, stationery and fuel coupons, all of which were provided to assist the commission in its work. All the meetings were held in the chambers of the presiding chairperson. The other commissioners, however, made good use of the office space provided by the Ministry of Justice. Other than the 3 commissioners appointed by His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia, the commission was assigned 2 counsel to the commission in the persons of Mr. Maurice Aguiar and Mr. D. Binga. A secretary to the commission was also appointed in the person of Mrs. Amijara, who was later replaced by Ms. Maria Manjai. In addition to the lawyers and the secretary, the following security personnel were also assigned to the commission: Mr. Sukuta Jame, Delo Balde, who was replaced by Officer Dabo, Inspector Momodu Lamin Korta, Salifu Nyang, and Musa Ndur. The commission also co-opted some judiciary staff in the persons of Mrs. Hadi Sise, confidential secretary, Mr. Pate Sow, registrar, Ms. Hadi Job, assistant registrar, Mr. Lamin Jiba, process server, Mr. Haruna Mane, and Ms. Hadi Jain as court e-reporters and transcribers, and commission driver Asan Sane, all of whom formed the administrative staff of the commission. 2 other staff from the GRA were co-opted in the persons of Famarake Sane and Sulendur for technical assistance. These persons worked tirelessly in the execution of their duties. The commission could not have asked for a better support staff. We commend and thank them most sincerely. Methodology. Thank you. Methodology. The commission calls public announcements to be made in the national newspapers and news, radio and television services for members of the public to come forward for any information on tax evasion and other corrupt practices by submitting a memorandum related thereto. The commission received 12 written memoranda and petitions. Some members of the public approached the commission in person, either discreetly or otherwise. The commission wrote to the Gambia Revenue Authority, hereinafter referred to as GRA, to provide this commission with records of named taxpayers. Some files were provided